Okay, next stitch is the weave stitch. You're going to use 3 different color strands. I made them very distinctly different so that you can see what I'm doing. You're going to tie a knot at the top. My yellow orangish strand here, by the way, is from a t-shirt. I cut the t-shirt and I just pulled it and it created a thread. So I want these to be about the same length. So I'm going to go to the end and I'm going to snip them. It'll make working much easier. And then I'm gonna start. I'm actually gonna start on my left-hand side now, just because. I'm gonna start with my red one. And since that stitch right there is an understitch, I'm gonna start by going over. So this one's gonna go under. And if you're not sure, just look at the row above and make sure that you're doing opposite. The camera's moving. I hope you're not getting seasick. Okay. I'm not using a needle this time. I'm just using my finger. So it's going to take just a little bit longer. You're going to stitch the 3 strands separately. Again, push it up. You're going to 3 strands separately, and then I'm going to show you how to do the next set of rows. So these are just basic tabby stitches straight across. That's over, this is under. Okay, I have 3 that just went straight across, and they're all now on the other side. Now I need to take my first strand from those 3 and move it down underneath the 3rd strand. So how am I going to do that? Well, if I pull it like this, I lose that whole stitch. So I know that this stitch has to go underneath it has to go under the next row. So I'm just going to go underneath both stitches. And now I'm going to continue weaving because it's going to go under, over, under. Remember, don't pull it super tight. You want to keep it loose. Okay, next is my blue stitch, my blue thread and my yellow thread. So my blue thread's the next one. That one has to go underneath. Hold on one second. Okay, this next row is a little confusing. If you can see, you need to go under because the yellow is an overstitch, but I can't pull it under just from there or I lose that whole row. See that? So what you actually have to do is go under the yellow, and you're just going to have to look at this and try to make sense of it as you're doing it. So we're going to experiment here. I made a mistake. Look at that. If I go up to the row above, my blue thread should have gone under. So I would actually, because I can't see what I'm doing, I would actually pull this out, fix this, pull out the red so I can fix this. Over, this blue has to go under. So there was a mistake there. Now I can continue with this. Okay. Now for the next stitch. So now the red has to start here. So the red, if you look at the yellow, it's going to be an understitch. So I want to pull it under, but I want to pull it under, and I want to go, and then I want to go straight across, just like I did before, and check to make sure the row above is following the same pattern. Don't pull. Okay, next stitch is blue. So the blue is going to go over because the red went under. This stitch can get a little confusing until you get the hang of it. My yellow is going to have to go under because my blue went over. You may hear my dogs barking. Okay, now I have my 3 strands here. I do have enough to go back across. I'm not going to go all the way across, but I want to show you again how to do the end. So my red has to go, because my yellow is under, my red's going to have to go over those stitches and then go across, following that same tabby weave going across. We're going to pretend that I went across. Blue is going to go